Hello everyone, welcome back to Brook Valley Life, and today we're taking the bow out again, bit of archery, and this time I'm going to be doing a comparison on two different risers, two different setups, and just hopefully can show you that a brand new but cheap setup using what I'm going to use is Chinese gear, so Toe Point, which is a Chinese company. They make some decent kit actually. I'm going to put that up against my competition bow, which is a Hoyt Nexus. I've got a Sherlock sight, AAE arrow rest, Shibuya button, so quite expensive parts on it. It is getting on a bit now, but if I was to replace like for like, you'd be looking at, crikey, at least a couple of $1,000, and that's US dollars. So even a couple of £1,000 just to change to an updated version of what I've got is still that good. What I will do though is I will swap the limbs and string over, so I'll keep the same limbs, and yeah, we'll see how they shoot. And I'm going to do this over 2 days, so I will shoot 30 arrows, take a score one day, and I'll come the next day and do the same thing with the other riser, so I'm not going to be fatigued after one, and so we get a fair result. So hope you enjoy and stay with me. So hi and welcome back to Brook Valley Life, as I've said, and today we're going to be just doing a shoot with our Nexus, my competition bow, to show you how you can shoot with an expensive bow and a cheaper bow and get the same results, because some of these new Chinese bows that are coming out are extremely good. So what I've done is set up a target at the far end, 18 meters or 20 yards. It's a 60 centimeter target, so the same as shooting a Portsmouth really. All I'm going to do is shoot 30 arrows, take a score, do the same tomorrow, see how we go. And I hope you like the new logo on the hat and also on the shirt. So stick with me, I'll go and start that and get ready, and then we'll start shooting. So all set up now, a little bit of wind today, not too bad, and as you can see on the target, no shots fired so far, going in cold, and I'm going to do the same tomorrow. So let's see how we go. Take that down there a bit so you can see what's going on, and if anything I'm slightly further away, so we'll see how we go. Okay, first 6 arrows done. Yeah, not as good as I want it to be, but hey ho, this is life. Plus there is a possibility, I would say a 60% chance, I may have COVID, but we will see in the next couple of days. So what I'll do is I'll go down and get them, and I'm going to put everything else onto a time lapse. So stay with me. Final end. So that is 5 ends of 6 arrows, 30 arrows, and so my score with the Nexus, I will go and get this last bit, come and tell you, and then the next time you see me will be tomorrow, hopefully, if I haven't come down with the lurgy, shooting my toe point bow with the same limbs as I've just shot there, and I'm going to do a separate video on how limbs can change how you shoot. So let's go and check. So that was a 265. Not as good as I can shoot, but as I said, I'm feeling a little bit at the moment. So yep, we'll see tomorrow, and if I'm back here tomorrow doing the opposite bow, then all's good. If not, I may have a positive, but we don't want that. So I will see you tomorrow. Think positive. So we are back, and it's the next day, and I'm still alive, which is good. So what I've done is I've swapped the limbs over from one bow to the other. I did a test to see what I was drawing, and I was drawing 40 pounds. So I've got 2 full turns out of each of the limb bolts, tested again, and now shooting 38 pounds. So now what we're going to do is shoot the cheaper of the Skylon arrows. I want to keep this cheap as possible. We're going to be shooting the bow. Everything toe point on there, and I mean everything. Stabilizers, sight pin, button, rest. The only thing that isn't is the limbs, as I said, the Yucca limbs. So what I'm going to have to do is take some shots to begin with, just to make sure I'm shooting on center. I may have to adjust the sight a little bit, we'll see, and then I will bring you back once I'm already centered, and we will start shooting and see the difference between the two. So stay with me, I'll just get this centered and I'll be back. Good news is, didn't have to do anything. First 2 were a bit wayward, got used to the bow, now allegedly £2 more, and the last 3 were 2 9s, 2 10s, so I can live with that. And what we'll do is we will crack on and start shooting. What I will say is this bow isn't tuned properly yet. All I've done is change the limbs, drop the limb bolts out, or 2 turns, so drop the poundage, 38 pounds, and I'm just shooting it. Now I would change the brace height, and I would check the knocking height, but I just want to see if I can swap between the two and see how good they are. And after that first end, it's okay. So I'm going to go down, count them up, and See how well I did. I'll put you on hold and then we'll start shooting and do the last 4. I must admit I've not even checked the tiller. I just moved it out the limb box out 2 turns, top and bottom. So as I said, it's not tuned, but we'll see how we get on. So the bow definitely does feel a little bit off. However, I'm shooting better scores than I did yesterday, even though I'm still feeling about the same. So yeah, see how it goes. One awful shot, but I think the others were okay-ish. And I've just shot that last 6 without turning you guys on. Sorry about that. You will see it on the other camera, so I'll put that up high speed. Oh well, dumbass again. So I'll go and check that, and that's us, and we'll go downstairs and we'll discuss the results. Yep, I got the results here. So Nexus 265. Following day, I just changed the limbs over, dropped the weight down to 38 pounds, didn't tune it, didn't even have to move the sight, and I scored a 268 with the Chinese bow. So that just goes to show you that cheaper new equipment shoots just as well as expensive second-hand stuff. Do you get a warranty with second-hand stuff? No, not usually. You just usually pick it up off eBay, here in New Zealand's Trade Me, Facebook Marketplace or stuff like that, and you shoot it, and if it breaks, so be it. However, even with the Chinese stuff, you do get a 12-month warranty. How easy it is to sort it out, couldn't tell you, but the bow itself, even with those Uka limbs, fantastic. Shot straight, consistent. The stabilizers were good. The new sight pin I've got, I'll do a video on its own on that, because that's fantastic. I really like it. toe point sight, toe point button. Will it last as long as, yeah, the brand name stuff, the Hoyts, the Win & Wins, Fivics, all these type of things? We'll have to wait and see because it's brand new. So what I'll do is I will put a breakdown at the end just to show you the price between the difference between the two. And if I was to get, if I can find secondhand, I will find secondhand prices, but I'll do as best I can. So if you've enjoyed this and want to see more of these types of videos, especially on the archery side, stick it in the comments, ask me what you want to do. I do want to get a set of the cheaper Nika N3 limbs, which are supposedly just the same as my Uka limbs, and compare them, see how they go. So I will say goodbye for now. Keep shooting. You can only get better by practicing, and get a coach, get some lessons, and I will catch you next time. So cheery bye.